I'm 100% sure that all of us, we are one step away from our lives changing forever. But all of us, I know that we have the opportunity to shift realities at any point we want. It is actually within our hands to actually show up and do the right things to prepare ourselves and be able to shift realities and change completely our lives. I know that you will have bad days. I have really bad days sometimes. The simplest thing, I just found out that it will take another 3 to 4 months to actually launch the application that I fully built because Google doesn't want to put me on their platform. And that's part of life. Like compared to other people, this is a joke of a setback. But practically, every one of us, we can feel low and we can feel high for our own reasons. At the end of the day, if you take time to do the 6 foundational things, read, that's very important. I do it with audiobooks. Go outside, take walks, and think about your priorities in your life, especially with someone that you love. I know my wife that we are going out every morning and we are talking about our priorities at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's very basic things, going to the gym, eating healthy, do something about your passion, drink water. I actually got dehydrated here in Japan like 15 days ago. But most people, like me back in the day, I'm just scrolling through my phone, watching garbage all day, playing games, sleeping late at 3 a.m. We literally live on a society full of addiction. It's so easy to get addicted to vaping or alcohol, scrolling through social media. Like everywhere you look, there is someone that wants your time, attention, money. And they try to get me, you addicted in order to earn that every single day. Like it's so simple, like you stay home all day, not exercising, scrolling through TikTok with a horrible diet. Like how can you change the realities when your identity is backed down by that? And I'm not judging this behavior. I was doing these things. And I'm still doing them sometimes when I go on a low point, but it's about creating the right environment around you to protect yourself. I'm a firm believer that if you do these 6 things every day, you will have a bad days that you will barely do them. You will have a great day that you will do way more. But if you just create a foundation that most days you're able to follow, everything else will be attracted to you. The universe will give you what you need because you're having the right foundation and you're able to shift realities. You know, for me, I had a painful starting point of my life. I was in Greece, in a little town. And back then, my parents was sure that I will never be able to do anything in my life. So they were teaching me how to play the violin in order for my mother to help me to find a job. And for years, I was trying to find myself. I really didn't want to stay in Greece. I knew that this is not my place. And I was going from country to country trying to figure out what life is all about. I went to UK, Sweden. I went to Poland. At some point, I went to US, which was a big deal for me back then. But what I realized more and more is that most of the time I was alone and I was just trying to distract myself. I was watching a lot of content, and thank God I was never addicted to alcohol or smoking or anything like that, but I was using Netflix and watching the same show again and again as my drug of choice. I was too distracted to be able to shift realities. So I was keep living the same day again and again. I was having small steps and linear steps, but never exponential, because I was too distracted to be able to have an exponential step and actually change my life. You know what changed my life was when I realized that me being bored, me being with myself, was the key to be able to focus and shift realities. I thought I have to work as hard as possible and then I have to go and down myself on content and playing games. But when I realized that sitting with myself, meditating, being bored, looking at the wall was the key to be able to understand where I am and to be so bored that I would take an action towards the 6 activities that I told you to do every day, right? And not having content, like taking content away from me, for me to be able to take my life in my hands and be able to change realities. And the biggest reality I changed was when I got into debt, to be able to go to a Tony Robbins event. And that's where I met my wife, Anushka. You know, like what I realized more and more is that success doesn't even feel good without the struggle. Like all this pain that we have in life because we're not able to get what we want to get is there to be able to create the contrast. These lows are there to be able to create the highs. You having these low moments, as long as you're able to get past them and not distract yourself, is actually a gift. It's actually something that life gives you in order to be able to appreciate what you have and be grateful. I don't know, like it feels like our nervous system is not willing to appreciate something if you didn't work hard for it or if you weren't in pain for it. And this is something we're talking with Anu, that she feels so addicted to pain and working hard. Like, if she doesn't work hard for something, she's not willing to take the reward. She's not willing to be happy about me complimenting her. And that actually keeps her in the rat race because she had to work hard. She has to work 8 hours on a thumbnail because if she just works on this for 5 minutes and the video goes really well, then she will not celebrate. Then this is not hers. Then that's not something that she earned. If life keeps you struggle, then you can appreciate it, but you don't have to create a struggle on yourself, on your own life. I tend to create my own pain. Anu does the same, and I know you do that too. And life doesn't have to be that hard. And when it is, you can appreciate it, but you don't have to create your own pain. I want to continue doing that. I fall off YouTube for like 8 years now, but I want to create consistency again and keep posting every day, and I want you to be in the journey with me. So that's it.